Hi there, Aries. Welcome to your reading. This is Yetta Pearl, and this is your general angel reading for the week of March 14th through 20th of 2022. Not sure, I did pull that card and they were telling me to bring it back. So, okay, so there we go, different one. Okay, so it is, up to March 20th, this reading is for. And so the 20th, 21st are what is known as the first day of spring. And so that's really exciting for us to look forward to and to, obviously, no matter where you are in the world, spring is not necessarily going to absolutely, happen that specific day. It's not suddenly going to be just that perfect spring weather, right? Well, it might be, but I mean, it doesn't have to be. And so it does, though, mark a time of hopefulness for us, of new beginning. And we get to do that 4 times a year for sure, plus New Year's, plus birthdays, plus, all these different times that are significant to us. And so this next one coming up, though, is spring. Beautiful time of year. All right, let's see what your angels want us to know today. Yeah, okay, this is good. Your actions have resulted in incoming abundance. So you have all this beautiful prosperity. It feels just so satisfying. It's like, because it was something that you specifically did, that you sat there and you pondered that, and you thought, gee, I wonder, will that be beneficial for me to do this? And you decided, you made a choice, and you said, yes, I think I will just do this. And you did, and now look at where you're at. Much more prosperous than you were before. Your decision has paid off. It's so satisfying, not only that your prosperity level, your abundance level is higher, but that you can know that that's a direct result of what you did. Good for you. Good for you. That's awesome. It's totally awesome. So it feels like you had trouble making that decision. So now that it has led or is about to lead to that prosperity. But at the time that you made that decision, it feels like that was a struggle. That was you, like you weighed the pros and cons and you made charts almost, right? And you really, really examined all the details. And it's like you agonized over it. And that's probably the wrong word. It doesn't really feel like agonizing, but at the same time, you were in danger of overthinking it. That's this desire for perfectionism that you tend to have. You don't need to strive for perfect. You are beautiful. You are amazing. You are smart. And you so matter. I mean, people that you don't even think about anymore still think about you with a lot of love, right? And so, you really matter. You are so important in the fabric of the world. Perfection is just not part of that equation. And here's you still striving for that all the time, driving yourself nuts, striving for perfection. You are so lovable, no matter what your flaws might be. We all have them. We are human. And if there is somebody who says to you, oh, I can't love you because you do this one little whatever, no matter what you did, they wouldn't be able to love you, because that lack is within them. It's got nothing to do with you. And actually, so the term lack, that's not. I mean, it really doesn't exist, especially in these terms. Anybody, who doesn't or can't or whatever love you, it's not even a lack within them. It's just that the two of you don't resonate. Maybe, excuse me, I think you didn't want to hear that. You don't want to speak that out loud. Maybe you used to resonate and you no longer do. Or maybe you thought you resonated, but you knew you were kind of forcing it. But the time has come to reconsider that. And using the excuse of perfectionism is ineffective. Like, you could do it, and the other person, if they're, like, it feels like for a lot of you, this is talking about a specific relationship, right? For those of you to whom this does not apply, just wait for a minute and we'll move on. Okay? But for those of you that this does apply to, you and the other person both could use this lack of perceived perfection as an excuse to part ways. And really, you probably think that that's what it is. It's just a lack of resonance, that's all. And sometimes it's time to throw in the towel. Sometimes it's time to work harder to get on the same wavelength as each other, right? So from your angels, I'm hearing, equally kind of either or, not for everybody, just some of you, this is the solution, and some of you, that's the solution. So you take that how you feel it within your own situation. But this perfectionism, this striving for it, you will never be satisfied, and neither will the other person. And so, even for those of you for whom there is no relationship conflict involved in this perfectionism that you are looking for, that you're always trying to be, your angels would like to see you be able to drop that. Strive for excellence instead. Strive for every day doing your best. And some days it won't be as good as it was yesterday. Right? It's okay. It's still your best. It's still excellence. Okay? Perfectionism doesn't do anybody any good. All right? Now, it feels like there is change afoot in your life. So, I'm just feeling into this, and I'm feeling, they're giving me this feeling in my body of fear of this change. Because it hasn't happened yet. It's about to happen. For some of you anyway, it's about to happen. This change is, even though you're feeling fearful about it, it's okay. In fact, it's for the best. It is things that, something that you were hoping to not experience, but in the long run, it's better. In the short term, it might not feel very good. In fact, it probably won't feel very good. But in the long term, it's definitely best. Okay, so please, just try to go with it until you can recognize that it's good. Probably it won't take very long to recognize that. And there are different ways to make it better, to make it easier for you. So try for the easier ways all the time. Get help, like ask for assistance, ask your angels for assistance, be specific what you want, or what you need help with, right? Not how to do it. They know better how to enact it, but what exactly you need help with. And ask people around you also for that kind of assistance, because they are there for you. You got support, man. Like, this is awesome. You have so much support. They're holding you up. They're, some of them, they're kind of glad to see that this change is occurring in your life, even though it's not fun for you. They've been able to see from a different viewpoint than yours that this is what you've been needing. Something along these lines. Okay. All right. So, this next card, it says true. What is it that you've been deceiving yourself about? It feels very much like maybe it's the same topic as this change that's about to happen. Whatever it is that you are thinking, about this, and your gut feeling is telling you that, even though, again, it feels like you don't want it. You don't want to say it. You don't want to hear it. But it's true. And so it's your reluctance to see it and hear it that is making it harder for you. Also harder for people around you. Even if you're the one to initiate this change, which it didn't really feel like it, but now, like, some of you, that it's you initiating this change because you are recognizing that it's true. You can wait for a little bit. It's not like you have to rush. Like, please don't rush, your angels are saying. But at the same time, be honest, understand what's true for you, and what you need. Okay. All right. So, you are always protected. This makes me emotional. Mother Mary is the ultimate nurturing mother. And she is with you. She's looking after you. All this change that you are not looking forward to and you don't want to know about, she's there. She's wrapping you in her arms, her loving arms. And she's protecting you. She's nurturing you. It feels like a hard time. It's an interval, though. This is not forever. This is an interval. And you have all this beautiful nurturing support. It feels like you have very strong mother energy around you. And so perhaps this is, in fact, your own mother. Perhaps it's a different woman who has been like a mother to you, or more than one. It's really making me emotional. And you are always looked after in that way. The part of you feels like the mother energy cannot fulfill what it is you're looking for. And in some ways it feels like that's true. But still, knowing that all this support is right there with you, holding you up, holding space for you, so that you can be who you truly are without guarding. You can show this to these beautiful mother people. You don't have to, but you can. You are safe to do that. Okay. And when this interval is over, you will be very thankful. It's kind of a reminder to try to be thankful throughout. Noticing the support you have, noticing how things are going to be better later, and, noticing how things do need to change, all that stuff, and being thankful for the knowledge of it. Being thankful that you have the ability to change this. You are very prosperous, and that will completely continue. Okay, all right. Now we have the daily guidance cards, and we're asking for one last card. Innocence. Yes. So whatever this change is, whatever is happening, however, whoever else is involved, do not cast blame. Not even upon yourself. It feels just like a lack of resonance, as they said earlier. There's nobody to blame for this. It just requires acceptance. Everyone is guiltless in truth, as no one can alter God's handiwork of perfection. There's that perfection again. It is perfect as it is, even though it doesn't feel like it to you. So, allow everyone to maintain their innocence. Okay, Aries, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you very much, and I love you, and I will see you next week.